Cairo 7 Eyewitness News 11 at 11 begins right now.
As 7 families mourn a space shuttle mission that exploded into tragedy, we are getting new details on the prime theory about what went wrong.
We have news crews in Houston and all over our state uncovering the latest on 2 of the astronauts who called Washington home. But
Cairo 7 Eyewitness News reporter Don Scott starts our live in-depth coverage with what's just coming in on the investigation. Don?
Tonight, as NASA pieces together Columbia's last moments, thousands of pieces of debris are being recovered. There are many clues, but few definitive answers as to what caused the space shuttle to break apart. The first sign of trouble began as Columbia streaked over Northern California 7 minutes before it disintegrated in the skies above Texas. Later, sensors showed a series of failures on the left side of the shuttle, heat in the wheel well, increased drag, and rising temperatures in the left wing.
The temperature rose 60 degrees over 5 minutes.
NASA is also focusing on this image, which shows 80 seconds into flight, a piece of debris on Columbia's external fuel tank coming off and hitting the underside of the orbiter left wing. There is fear the debris knocked off heat-protecting tiles. Still, NASA cautions it has reached no conclusions.
I don't have any smoking gun. I don't have anything that I can tell you is the root cause.
In Texas, a painstaking recovery of more than 1,000 pieces of debris. Helicopters scanned a nearby reservoir where a section of the shuttle as large as a compact car is submerged. Amid the ground wreckage scattered over 500 miles, a helmet, a singed mission patch, and tonight the grim discovery of body parts. Incredibly tough news for family members of the 7 crew members and NASA, too.
Yesterday was probably the hardest day in my life to have to sit down with the families of close friends and tell them that their husbands and wives and moms and dads aren't going to be coming home.
Remains of the astronauts are being sent to Dover Air Force Base in Delaware. Meantime, pieces of the shuttle will be moved to an Air Force base in Louisiana to be examined by experts. Reporting live in the Satellite Center, Dawn Scott, Cairo 7 Eyewitness News.
Dawn, thank you. Now we turn to Cairo 7 Eyewitness News reporter Essex Porter, who is live in Houston. Essex, what's the latest there tonight?
Well, while Houston is home to the astronauts, it is also home to President Bush. Now the president is heading home to lead NASA's special memorial for the astronauts on Tuesday. More flowers frame the entrance to the Johnson Space Center tonight, along with flags and balloons and notes expressing grief and appreciation.
I don't know what to say. I was just very, very emotional about it, and I just felt like it would be a wonderful thing to come by and pay our respects to the heroes.
Earlier, 2 astronauts were mourned at Grace Community Church in Houston. Mission Commander Rick Husband sang on the choir here.
It's a tragedy to all of us. It touches all of us. Our hearts go out to their families.
Michael Anderson from Spokane was respected and well-liked.
He was a very faithful member of our church, and it's just a tragedy, but we know where he is. We know that he's home with God.
Parishioners still comforting each other as they remembered the men they'll miss. Many still in tears as they left the service.
He's going to be greatly missed, and it was a great privilege to know him. Great privilege.
As the candles glowed tonight, a NASA space shuttle engineer had to be here too.
I work with these guys every day, and it's a sad day.
Sad but grateful for 7 astronaut heroes.
I just am so thankful for what they do to help us and help our nation, and their sacrifices, and it's the least I can do.
But even more than heroes, here in Houston, the astronauts were also friends and neighbors. Reporting live from Houston, Essex Porter, Cairo 7 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Essex. And the astronaut in charge of more than 80 science experiments on the shuttle called Washington State home. Payload Commander Michael Anderson grew up around Spokane and went to the University of Washington. Our in-depth coverage continues with Cairo 7 Eyewitness News reporter Rick Price live in Spokane, where Anderson's church family is honoring their close friend.
That's right, and as a matter of fact, from the church to the city hall, which is just down the street here, people are talking about a permanent memorial for Michael Anderson. That happened even as his church community got together today to say goodbye.